Willie the Mighty Quinn against Yorkshire's Dave Owens. It'll be Owens into the ring first. A real veteran. At the age of 38, here he comes. There we are, 38, having his 55th fight tonight. By no means a bad record, with a fair share of knockouts, roughly 50% of his wins coming inside the distance. Weighing bang on the Super Middle Championship limit of 12 stone. And what else for Willie Quinn, the Manfred Man, and the Mighty Quinn. And he's a bit of a banger, is Willie Quinn. We've seen him before on Pro Box. When we've been up in Glasgow, so has Willie Quinn. We've seen him outpoint Mike Phillips, stop Steve Thomas. Here he is, Willie Quinn, 21 years of age, just the one defeat on the record, and 4 of the 6 coming inside the distance. Giving away 4 pounds, looking nice and relaxed and focused. And a great chance for these two boys, Barry, a worldwide television audience. They open the show, a chance for them to impress.
Yes, this is a fabulous opportunity to fight on a world title bill, a triple world title bill. It's a fabulous opportunity to look good. And, you know, young Quinn is a very exciting young man, and obviously he's a long way to go, but he's showing great potential. A handsome devil, too, and I hasten to add.
Well, here he is. So he's in, as indeed is Dave Owens. All that remains now is to hand over to our MC tonight, Alan Hughes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Scottish Exhibition Centre and Pro Box, Europe's #1 boxing programme, live on Eurosport with David Brenner and Barry McGuigan at ringside, promoted by Barry Hearn on behalf of Matchroom and Tommy Gilmore Jr. on behalf of the St Andrews Sporting Club, and sponsored by the Daily Mirror. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Europe's first ever triple world championship bill. All your officials for this evening on the undercard are appointed by the British Boxing Board of Control. Your steward in charge is Jenny Mullard. Your matchmaker for the evening, Frank Turner of London. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a super middleweight contest at 12 stone over 6 3-minute rounds. Introducing in the red corner with the whites and the black shorts, with 21 wins, 4 draws, for his 54 contest, 11 inside the distance, from Castleford, Dave Owens. And his opponent in the blue corner with the black shorts, with 6 wins from 7 contests, 4 inside the distance, from Trelempton, Scotland, Willie Mighty Quinn. Ladies and gentlemen, of the weigh-in today, Owens scale 12 stone, Quinn 11 stone 10. Your referee is Billy Rafferty and your timekeeper Jim Russell.
Oh, thanks to Alan Hughes for the formalities. And the referee for this scheduled 6-rounder is Billy Rafferty. Quinn giving Owens the eyeball, but eyeballing is not something that Dave Owens is going to be drawn into.
I'm afraid not. Not at this stage.
55th fight, he's seen it all. Round 1, Quinn in black, Owens in white. 3-minute rounds they're fighting. I think that was just a stumble.
Yeah, he clipped him. He half sort of clipped him, but he stumbled away from that. He sort of tripped over himself.
Well, I'm sure you can see for yourself, Quinn is superbly muscled. Wonderful physical specimen. 17 years younger than his opponent.
Yeah, he's got good strength, and he needs to work on his lateral movement, but he's a strong guy. He's got good combination punches. He's trying to stand straight up at times, but he's got all the punches there, and he's a very determined young man.
And as we've seen before, on Pro Box, he can let him go a bit. Owens has got a height and reach advantage, plus experience, and you can't put a value on experience.
Yeah, that's the most important advantage he has. He's got a great deal of experience, but I don't know if that will matter. This guy is very determined, a strong puncher, physically very powerful, and he crowds you, he puts pressure on you. Just got to be careful he doesn't get tagged on the way in, because, as we said, Dave Owens is a very experienced guy. He covers up well on the inside. Watch when Quinn gets close to him, he gets those hands up quite quickly. He's got an injury to his right eye, has Dave Owens. Whether that was a sparring injury or a fight that he's had recently, looks like a mark underneath his right eye. I'd say this guy doesn't spar, doesn't need to, he has so many fights.
Two minutes gone. Yes, the skin tissue underneath both Owens' eyes look as though they've taken a few shots in the time. Very puffy.
Tagged Quinn with the right hand there. Quinn's inclined to leave himself open a wee bit as he still stands up straight a bit when he attacks. Still got a lot of amateur moves that he's got to work on. Should be trying to move that upper body a bit more. He tried like a long up jab, turn his hand up the way. So he needs to work on his jab a bit more as to prize Dave Owens open.
Oh,
It's a good opening round for him.
Yes, absolutely. We go back with David Owens from Castleford, who can fight coming in as he does at 12 stone. He can go in a light heavy, super middle, all the same to him. In contrast, Willie Quinn, 17 years separate these two boys. Hard to believe. A bit insulting to Dave Owens, call him a boy, really. The chap. So, Quinn's opening round. We're scheduled for 6, remember. Quinn in the black trunks, Owens in the white with the black trunks. Not altogether sure, Barry, that Owens has got the power to keep Quinn off for 6 rounds.
Yeah, he's got a decent amount of power, as we said. Half of his wins have come inside the distance, but the fact is he's a good stayer. You know, he hasn't had 54 fights without knowing how to survive, and he's tricky and awkward, and he's long, and he's got those long gangly arms of his. So he'll do well, and he'll keep this guy. He'll give this guy a decent workout. Quinn has just got to get his upper body moving, you know, get the jab working, and then fire off those combinations when he gets close. And just when he gets the combinations off, he's just got to recover a bit. He's inclined to leave himself open when he gets his shots off. He comes back out in a straight line and leaves his head up in the air.
Certainly in his last couple of fights, Owens has gone down inside the distance. Quinn, I don't know, maybe just a little too strong, a little too ambitious for him. We shall see. physically, Quinn not unlike Eamon Loughran, Barry.
Yeah, he's a bigger version to Eamon Loughran. He's very solid and probably even more muscle definition than Eamon Loughran. But he's a very strong guy. I don't know that he's as talented as Loughran. He's got tremendous power in his punches. He's a very fast puncher. And Quinn is just a wee bit slow and a wee bit. You can sense that the punches are coming just a fraction before. That's how Owens is able to see him, but he's getting closer all the time, and he could be able to tag him very soon. You see what he's doing? He's waiting for Owens to actually jab at him. He should be just forgetting about that and getting his own jab off. He's trying to wait until Owens jabs and then comes over the top with his own right hand. If he gets his own jab going first, then he can bang that right hand in.
Now, I can see just a splash of blood appearing on Owens' knee. Now, where has that come from, I wonder? Oh, it's coming from Quinn's nose.
He's bleeding around the old hooter.
Yeah, so some of the Yorkshireman's shots are getting through.
No, there's no doubt you can't be an attacking fighter without getting hit with some punches. But he's well winning this fight. He's well in control. Just can't afford to get tagged too many times. Another big round for Quinn.
Yeah, bleeding quite heavily from the nose. We'll take a look at that in a moment. Well, not for the faint-hearted. But the only drawback a seriously bloody nose can give you is it forces your mouth open to breathe, and that can lead to all sorts of problems, like broken jaws if you get unlucky.
I think a great deal of fighters suck in air through their mouth anyway. They breathe almost entirely through their mouths. They don't necessarily open their mouth too much, but if the blood is flowing down the back of the nose, then that forces the mouth open and can cause injuries like a broken jaw. Absolutely correct, Dave.
So a little bit of encouragement for David Owens as we await the bell for the start of round 3. Quinn catapults himself across the ring. He's got a nice jab, Owens, when he decides to use it.
Yeah, he's tricky and he's good. Obviously he's got a few good moves and he's got long arms. There's a clash of heads there, banged heads together. Thank God there's no blood. Long and gangly and awkward.
Yeah, you don't go 54 fights and keep your good looks without some sort of talent, and Owens has got that. And he's giving Quinn a good workout.
Yes, and the reason he's doing that is because Quinn's allowing him to fight from the centre of the ring. He should be forcing him back, even threatening him and throwing a few punches, make him get on his back foot, and then that's more like, and then just force him back to the ropes. That's when he can do his best work.
The jab, only real weapon that Owens does have against his younger opponent. I think Quinn would be advised to try and jab with him, Barry.
Yeah, never be forced back by a guy who's taller, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't work with your jab on him. I've always found that when I fought guys that were taller is to jab with them. Because if you take away their best weapon, then obviously you can then start employing your own tactics. And I think what he should be doing is he landed with a good right hand, but he's not going to land the right hand if Owen keeps popping his head back with the jab. He should be working his own jab with him and then trying to get his combinations off. He's looking a wee bit tired, a bit dejected at this stage. Owen has come back into it a bit better in this round. Only because he allowed him to force him back and take the centre of the ring. But step up a gear now, force the one back and start banging those combinations in. It's a good right hand. We did say this guy was going to give him a good workout. He hasn't gone 55 rounds without knowing a thing or two. And he will work him, but he's not a great heavy puncher, so he won't do him too much damage, but he'll make him work for those 6 rounds.
And a right from Quinn, right on the belt. Luckily, Owens already starting to move back. Don't forget, coming up in a matter of moments, our main event of the evening, Chris Eubank against Ray Close. 12 rounds for the WBO Super Middleweight Championship of the world.
Quinn landed a couple of good right hands, and now there's a perfect right hand. He hit him on the second hand, came back with the left hook, so don't tell me Owen can't take a shot. There are 2 good shots hit him, right hand and then the long left hook afterwards. Look where his hands are. Owen's hand right down by his side. This guy knows what he's doing, knows how to survive.
He should do by now.
Hold 10 seconds. Take it out. Round 4.
And unlike maybe one or two of Quinn's previous opponents, Owens is not overawed by the reputation. He's not going to give him that much respect. You've got to respect his punch. One of the ways you can get around that. And so far, Owens has done that pretty well. Good left.
It's better work for me. See, he's stepping in after he lands that right, following up more like him. Just step the pace up now. He could manage to stop this guy, but
Yeah, that's absolutely spot on, Barry. If you've got an age advantage of 17 years, you've got to run the old fella off his legs.
yeah, just keep peppering him with punches, keep the pressure on him, you know, and when you're that age, you know, the pressure gets to you.
This is better from Quinn.
Yeah, he stops the occasional punch on his way in, but he's gradually increasing the pressure, and he's got to step it up and just keep. He's got to throw more than one punch too. So he's learning all the time, this kid. Getting progressively better. I think Owen's feeling the pace a bit at this stage. He's looking for a breather. And what he's doing there, he's feinting with his right hand just to keep Quinn off and keep him thinking, and he just gets out of that corner.
Quinn's nose still trickling blood.
Yeah, Owen's still catching him with that right hand, still catching him on his way in.
Good right hand from the
Cracking right
Yorkshireman.
hand that time. Yeah, that hurt Quinn, there's no doubt about that. Good right hand to the body.
Now Gord Owens lead knee up in reaction.
Again, it's all because Quinn he's a very strong guy, and it suits him to fight aggressively, but he's got to work on his lateral movement. He's got to work on his body shots too, because really he should have been whacking this guy around the middle from early on. He's being steadied again with that right hand from Owen. Owens, you know, he's still dangerous. That round was certainly a Quinn round. Quinn doubled his jab up a few times. Didn't hit that well with the right, but doubled up his jab and kept snapping it on in. followed in after.
Well,
He did pick up a few right hands in that round.
He said, yeah, but there's no doubting Quinn is fairly reasonably in front. Owens feeling the pace a little bit. That's had a few fights, that face. Oh, the cornerman saying you win this fight. Not sure about that, but he's certainly still in with a chance. Round 5.
Yeah, I think he's trying to motivate him to get him to come and fight from the centre of the ring and to try more right hands against this guy Quinn, because he had some success in the last 2 rounds with it in particular. The problem is if he starts exchanging and gets a bit braver, he might get nailed himself. When he was fighting on the defensive mode, there's a much better chance to stay in the course.
Quinn is trying, you can see he's trying to pick the pace up, but Owens is such a wily old pro, he can sort of mess him around and spoil him around and fight the fight at the pace he wants to fight it at. See what he's doing there?
Yeah, that's obviously that's why he's been around so long. He's a good old trick, and he's a knack of being able to make the guy fight at his pace.
That's right.
Keeping him off for long enough. Well, he certainly can do it with some of the guys that he fights, but not all of them. And Quinn is only a kid. This is a professional fight, so he's learning and picking things up.
And maybe, you never know.
Stopped a good right hand again, Quinn. He's got to work on that. He really is. He's getting careless on a number of occasions walking in, and all you need with a good puncher is one mistake, and the fight could be over.
Yeah, as Owens landed that shot, I was going to say, Barry, if he'd started off with the same confidence and self-belief that is growing now, this fight might have been a lot closer than it's going to be.
Well, I think he's got the name of an opponent, and I think he comes along being the opponent with that in mind, and I don't think he often comes along, and maybe it's not doing the guy an injustice, but he'll try to win if he can, but most of the time he's up against it. He's got better as this fight has gone on. Got a bit more confident and started exchanging blows.
Yes, he has.
And he's made Quinn look ordinary at times.
But he's continuously scoring with this big right hand of his.
Yeah, he just leads with it, and Quinn seems to walk onto it. Oh, good right hand, just missed the target area from Quinn. Still give that round to Quinn, force the fight.
Yes, the bigger, more eye-catching shots are coming from David Owens, but Quinn here hasn't stopped working, and I suspect will be enough to give him a nod on Billy Rafferty's scorecard.
Yeah, he's forcing the pressure. Going into the last round, Owens has it all to do to win this fight. Needs a knockout to win. Some good work from Quinn in this round. He came out very positively and landed a couple of good shots.
You can see damage around the nose, a little sort of bruising under the eyes. They've both taken the fair share of shots. Last round, this scheduled 6-rounder here at the Scottish Exhibition Centre. Eubank follows this, by the way. It's a little pugilistic hors d'oeuvre for you before the main business of the evening. And not a bad fight either. Plenty to keep the fans interested. the thought that Owens could just pull a big one out of the bag and surprise Quinn.
Yeah, he's landed with his fair share of shots, but I don't think he's a powerful enough puncher to be able to finish Quinn off. Difficult to hit a guy around the body, especially when he holds his hands that low, unless you get very close to him. Punching the body with a guy that keeps his hands sort of low, it's very difficult, and it's very dangerous too, especially when you're coming forward. His arms are right at your punching range, hit you right on the button.
And as he has done throughout this contest, Quinn trying to keep working. Good left.
Yeah, he's forcing the fight, and his fitness is paying off here. He's able to throw quick fire combinations even in the last round.
Inside the final minute now of the final round. Owens still trying to come back with the occasional good shot, but the quantity and pretty largely the quality work coming from Willie Quinn.
Oh, it has been quantity and quality. He's just kept the pressure on him, but found him a very tricky and awkward opponent. But he's won this fight by a landslide. Got a lot of work to do in the gym, has young Willie Quinn.
Well, he's only 21, so time is on his side. Quinn. Well, no surprise at all about that verdict. We shall just get the score off Alan Hughes. Interesting to see how Billy Rafferty scored this one. To Willie Quinn and 1 round shared. Maybe scoring a little bit unkind to David Owens from Castleford. Maybe I'd have given him a round on his own, but no doubt at all that Willie Quinn, a popular and decisive winner.